Somebody's on here. Don't even tell me who is on here. So now it's 2 people on here. They don't tell me who on here. I'm definitely not going to be on here long, and I'm definitely going to pull it together. Gonna definitely pull it together. Hey, everybody that's coming on. Hold on a minute. See, I ain't been on here so long. I don't even. Say it again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all gonna have to tell me how to pin the comment. Evidently, I don't know, okay? Definitely, I don't know. I used to know. I don't know no more. Like old people say. I've been following you for a long time. And I rock. Look at me. Girl, the funny thing is, I feel like I've been around for a very, actually, I have been around for a very long time. I started YouTube in, telling my age now, in 2008. 2008. It's been a long time. See, I don't know how to leave no comment. I was trying to leave a comment. Evidently, I don't know what I'm doing. So I need to stop before I be done hung up on y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm such a creep. You're one of the YouTube OGs. Yeah, I've been following you since that long. Okay. All right. All right. I want to, so you would know exactly who I'm talking about because you've been around for a long time. You remember a video that I made years ago talking about this guy. And I think I called him Butterfly Boy in the YouTube video. And that was in my 30s. I'm almost 50. So, you know, that's been a grip. But we were able, look at my lipstick. We were able to remain friends all these years. I think the best gift that he gave me was the gift of his family, which I'm very close to today. Such amazing people. He passed away Saturday. Unexpectedly of a heart attack. Hi Kim, how are you? How are you, Kim? Oh, that was recently. That was recently. Like if you've been around a long time, you remember me like really getting into some stuff. I'm better now. I'm much better now. What I wanted to talk to you guys about is a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about, thank you. First thing I wanted to talk about, thank you, Iris, is something that most people don't know about. It's called contestability and incontestability, which happens in life insurance, right? So I want you guys to go and check your life insurance policies. And if your life insurance policy is under 2 years, most companies take that life insurance policy and give you your premiums back, and they don't pay out the policy. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but it was something that I felt like somebody need to say because most people, we don't know, right? We just don't know. So with us not knowing that, I want you to make sure that you check your life insurance policies, and you look for the part of contestability, and make sure that if you pass away in the first 2 years, that in most companies, your insurance policy is null and void, right? And make sure that you not only check that, check your mamas, check your sisters, check your kids, check your mans. Like, make sure that in the first 24 months, that if you have a contestability clause, that, right? That once they check your, this is the thing with the company that I work for. What we do is check all of the information that you give us, make sure everything is true, make sure everything panned out as if with what you told us. Hey Shay, can you send that link? I don't know how to do it on here anymore. They changed stuff all around, so I don't know how to do it anymore. But where I can't make a comment, you guys can make a comment, but I can't make a comment. I don't know, understand this. This is crazy. I see y'all's though. Y'all are pretty dope. But I can't. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, if you can share that link, it'll be great. So if you have a grandmother, like his grandmother, it's freezing? Hit 1 if you guys can hear me. Thank you, Lisa, for coming over. If you have, okay, perfect. Thanks, Lisa. If you have a grandmother, like my grandmother, and so many grandmothers in the Black community, thanks, Iris. Our grandmothers had these policies. Yep, our grandmothers had these policies where they would have a policy on every single child, right? On every single child. What happened on my good friend, to my good friend, is his grandmother had a policy on him, which grandmothers have policies, right? But what happened is when grandmother passes away, no one came behind grandmother and picked up these policies. What does that mean? Grandmother passed away in 2016. She had policies on all the grandchildren, had them since birth, but once grandmother passed away, no one came back and actually took these policies and paid them. So what happened is my friend had an insurance policy, which kudos for him, but it was not mature, meaning that it was still in the contestability phase. What does that mean? They're just going to go back and pretty much investigate it, right? And then once they investigate it, it pays out. Okay? But if grandmother would have passed the policies and said, hey, grandma getting old, her yours, her yours, her yours, her yours. Y'all keep up with these payments. They would not have lapsed. So when grandma passed away, the policy lapsed. Okay? He had insurance at one job, switched jobs, and then got his own insurance outside the job, and then it had have not been 2 years. He had only became 1 year in September. So it was not past the contestability phase. That was an issue. Right? That was the issue. So what they're doing now is a GoFundMe, which you guys know I am not G for a GoFundMe for funerals. I'm just not. It's not my zhush. I talk shit. I still donate. But in this case, it's different because the person had insurance, right? But it's just in that contestability phase because it's not mature. Most people who don't sell insurance don't know that. But I'm going to tell you something that you may have forgotten. Back in the day, you could take an insurance policy to a funeral home. And even if it wasn't 2 years old, they would pay it. They just would, right? Because that's how they used to roll back then. They used to just make sure everything was taken care of. But what happened is that the insurance policies, the funeral homes no longer do that because people don't always tell the truth on their application. Luckily, my friend did. But if you are saying that you 150 and you know you're 300, if you're saying you don't have diabetes and you really do, if you're saying you're not a smoker because you want those monthly premiums and you know you really do, don't get upset when the insurance policy don't pay off. Right? Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. So make sure you check your own policy. Make sure that if you have someone that you love and you care about, make sure that they are covered. If you have an elder in your family who's holding the family insurance policies, make sure that the elders pass it on to someone younger, or at least give these people their own policy and give them a chance to pay it themselves, because we're all going to pass. We just don't know when, right? And also, I want you guys to donate to this GoFundMe. And unfortunately, I can't link it because for whatever the reason, I can see your comments. I can see your comments and I cannot make one. I don't know what the problem is. It's crazy. Hey, I think this is my sister. If this is, can you please post the link? Please post the link. And then I want you to go not only to look at the link, I want you to go in and also read the bio, right? And the bio talks about him having insurance, him having a small child, him having insurance, and it wasn't 2 years old yet. So luckily the insurance is going to pay out, but it's not going to pay out in time enough for the funeral, and the funeral is going to be on the 30th. So guys, definitely donate. I don't care how big, how small. Definitely donate. I'm going to be on here every day talking about life insurance and the importance of life insurance and the importance of having life insurance outside of your job. And I know you guys are all saying the same thing, just like he did. He had insurance at his job. What happened is the job canceled the position. What happened to the life insurance? He didn't have it anymore. So he had to go get more life insurance. What happened? He passed away before the policy matured. That's the story, right? That's the story. So when I say things like, hey guys, make sure you have your life insurance, make sure that you're covered. If your grandma has a policy, sit down with grandma and say, grandma, let me see all the policies. Because like his grandmother, which was my grandmother, y'all remember me talking about Grandma Weedy. Grandma Weedy was actually his grandmother, right? But she was my grandmother too. And had policies on every last grandchild. When she passed away, nobody got up under those policies. Nobody even really knew where they were, so they could get up under them, right? So what happened is that he had a lapsed policy he had from childhood. Then he switched jobs. That policy was null and void. And then he got a policy and passed away before it was matured. So whoever made that statement, please put the link down here so people can donate. $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever you have, definitely donate. I'm going to be on here every week talking about importance of life insurance. And that is one thing about working in the financial institutions and in the financial industry and talking about finances. That's one thing is not going to go away, money. And life insurance is something that we all need. So if you have a policy on yourself, check your contestability, right? Make sure that you've told all the proper all the proper information. If it's any changes, make sure you update everything that needs to be updated. If you have a policy, and if grandma has a policy and grandma is the beneficiary and grandma is older, you may want to talk to grandma about making someone else the beneficiary, or at least the contingent. So if something happens to grandma, somebody can get behind those policies and take care of it. A lot of people get into the life insurance business and say, oh my God, it's hard. I don't understand how, when everybody's breathing, is not going to one day. It's just so hard. And I was thinking about, how so many people in our communities go through these things. Luckily for my beautiful friend, he had life insurance, luckily. But a lot of people are not going to be that lucky. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are not going to be that lucky. A lot of you are going to leave your family in debt. A lot of you are going to leave those children alone and broke. A lot of you are going to leave your family in distress, right? Sometimes you try to do the right thing and it just doesn't happen the way you think it's going to happen, or it happens but it don't turn out right. These are one of those situations. I tried to do the right thing, but it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, right? One thing about me is I wished he would have lived forever. I wish that policy would never had to be cashed in. I just wish he would have just had it forever. He was only 49 years old. So young, so beautiful, so kind. And for him to leave this planet is a terrible loss. Like, it's such a terrible loss. And I was feeling really sad, really feeling really down about it, and was really feeling like, oh my God, you know, this is so sad. And it hit me. You got work to do, right? You got work to do. You need to get the word out. You need to make sure that you need to just get the word out, and you need to let people know that this can happen to anybody. By the grace of God, there go I. What does that mean? That can happen to you. That can happen to your family member. That can happen to your husband. That can happen to your boyfriend. That can happen to your brother. I still carry a policy on my ex-husband, as you should, Iris. As you should. As you should. And I think people kind of take that kind of stuff for granted because, oh, we not together no more, especially if you have children. If you have children with someone, you should have a life insurance policy on them, period. If you live with a man, you should have life insurance policy on him, period. Because if you are the person that's helping paying the bills, or you guys are going half, or whatever people do nowadays, they don't really realize that when a person leaves here, so does their income. Right? So does their income. So we really need to talk about that. You know, I am going to be talking all week about life insurance. I'm going to be talking about you guys donating. I don't care what it is. I am going to be talking about changes that occur when you don't have life insurance, and how hard it is for the people who's left without life insurance. You know, we don't really want to talk about that, but it's hard. It's terribly, terribly hard. And I just saw my friends donating on here. I appreciate you guys so much for donating. But see, the thing about even my children, I'm going to make sure that I pay their policy. I'm just going to pay it. I'm going to pay it until they 800 years old. I ain't even finna hold nobody up, because until my children get married, I am responsible. And I don't need nobody come looking for me talking about how am I going to do this and this and this and that, right? And sometimes we just get in a situation as humans. I hate when I hear myself on a live. I hate to hear my voice. I'm actually going on here seeing if I could leave a comment. For whatever the reason, I don't think I'll be able to leave a comment until the thing is over with. So if anybody who was on my old link, I'm sorry, if anybody was on my old live, can you definitely leave the link here and I will pin it. But for whatever the reason is, they won't let me pin it on here. I just opened my tablet to see would they let me pin, and they won't. I don't know what the deal is. Don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's going on here. But what I am saying, wonderful people, is that if you, I think I can do it here. If you guys can donate, I appreciate it. I'm going to be on here live talking about him, laughing, talking about how great he was and how much fun we had one night. We were riding around, and we both like rap music. And we would always be Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I always wanted to be Jay-Z, and he didn't ever want to be Beyonce. But he was so cool, he would even be Beyonce sometimes. So I can rap. Just the sweetest dude, man. I can't even front. This whole thing is a lot. But right now, I don't really have time to grieve, because we got to make sure he's taken care of, you know. And I think a lot of times people don't really understand how much a funeral costs. I don't think they understand that they charge you $1,500 just to dig a hole in the ground, man. This shit's crazy. It's crazy. So when I be on y'all head about, hey, get insurance, I ain't just blowing smoke up your asses. You need insurance, and you need it. You need it. He need it. They need it. We all need it, right? So what we need to do is make sure you get behind your people. Get in front of your people. If you guys are even thinking about selling life insurance and being a life insurance agent, hit me up. Y'all got my email. My email is n.d.smith@sbcglobal.net, or you can go to hello@highmaintenance.com. You can hit me up at hello@highmaintenance.com. I've been on here 20 minutes, which is long enough, but definitely as soon as this thing is over, I'm going to post the link because it lets me post. Someone just hit me and said you can't post until it's over, which is dumb. But that's the thing, guys. My friend Rashid Bivens, one of my great teachers, one of my great students, have passed away. And I just really want to take some of this burden off of the family because his burdens are done and his debts are paid. So, guys, I'm going to be hopping from social media to social media, just asking people to donate. And the great thing is that he had coverage, but it's in the contestability stages. Remember that. Check your own policies. Check your boyfriends, girlfriends, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, aunts. Check their policy as well, right? Go to the jobs. If you have it at your job, make sure you have more insurance than at your job. Make sure that you have it in other places as well, okay? Just wanted to stop by here and share it with you guys. And thank you for rocking with me all these years. Thanks for showing up for me all these years. Thanks for showing out all these years. As soon as I'm off here, guys, I am going to post a link. And if you can do $5, $10, $20, me love you long time. If you write a note and say that if I sent you, I would definitely shout you out. Whatever you want. Just donate, damn it. We definitely need it. The family definitely needs it. You know, service is the rent that we pay to live on this earth, and by the grace of God, there go I. So if you guys are ever in this situation or position, just pray that you come across people just as kind as you are. All right, I am getting off here now, and I am going to send this link out to people in text messages, and yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. So I'm getting ready to do that now. And if you guys have any questions about anything, you can hit me up. Hello@highmaintenance.com. 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 Right? Or you can hit me at n.d.smith@sbcglobal.net. I think I'm probably the only person who still got an sbcglobal.net, but that's my email. Right? Don't judge me. n.d.smith@sbcglobal.net. If you also go on my Facebook page, you will also see, which is Nikisha D. Smith. You would see where I'm sharing the Facebook, the GoFundMe, and also they're doing what do you call it? Cash App and other ways that you can pay, because GoFundMe is going to charge 7%, but what can you do about it, right? What can you do about it? It's just when you're between a rock and a hard place, you just have to do what you got to do, right? So you guys, if you got any questions about anything or any comments, I see you guys haven't asked me anything here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm like you, Iris. I'm going to pay these kids policy because I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. And, you know, hopefully, Iris, when I get too old and you get too old, you know, to keep that up, you pass it on to the children or pass it on to one of your children who can keep up with everybody else's. You know, that's what we need to start doing, having these hard conversations about making sure that, you know, we take care of us and we pass the information on. And we, the elders, a lot of times are private and secretive about their business, and that's okay. But we got to make sure that we get in a position to talk to them about things, even if it's hard. Having those hard conversations are the ones that matter. So I am sending a special prayer to the Bivens family. I am sending a special prayer, especially to his mom and his sister. He is going to be truly missed. Truly missed. So I am getting ready to, amen. Let me suck these tears back up in my face. I'm getting ready to post the link. And guys, please donate. I'll be back on here tomorrow. So you guys will see me. If you have any questions about anything, definitely hit me up. Oh, and as a free service to you guys, if you have a life insurance policy and you're not sure about it, definitely inbox me and I will do a free, F-R-E-E free over Zoom. And if you're close, we could probably go to lunch or something on me because I'm that type. And I can look over your life insurance policy and just make sure that it's legit. Make sure that you don't have any clauses that you don't know about. And make sure you have the proper coverage and the amount that you need. That's important. Make sure you have the proper coverage and the amount that you need. Okay, guys, I am getting off here, and I love you, and thank you in advance for your donations. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.